The title of this video probably seems so outlandish to you that your first impression was, that's obviously fake. Nobody can do that. But then your second thought was probably something like, nobody would be able to actually write that and put that out there unless there was some amount of truth to it. Might as well check it out just in case there's some amount of truth to it. Now, in times like these, there are going to be plenty of furus out there, fake gurus, who are promising investing strategies, trading strategies, platforms, newsletters, hot stock tips, and proven methods to make you obscene amounts of money in record amounts of time. And they are actually going to have the proof to back it up that they've been right and it's been working all along. And so today in this video, I'm going to show you one of the methods that these scammers will use in order to try to part you from your money, resulting in the returns that they've been promising you only happening for themselves. Let's dive in. All right, I'm going to paint a scenario for you here. I am a scammer, and I'm trying to figure out a way to herd a crowd of gullible people that will pay me for trade ideas or a trading strategy or an investment idea or a newsletter, something to that effect. So what I'm going to do, my first step, I'm either going to purchase a large list of email addresses or a large list of actual physical addresses. For this example, I'll just use physical addresses. Now, when I say a large list, I'm thinking 200,000 or so. So step one, done. I've got 200,000 addresses and I don't care who they are or where they are. Step two, I'm going to send them the first newsletter. Now for this newsletter, what I will likely do is I'm going to send out a letter and it's going to be addressed to the person's address, but the name on that is going to be wrong. I'm not going to look up the actual resident of that address. I'm going to use a made up name. And that's very important because I don't want these people to think that this is spam. I want them to think this is a real newsletter and it just accidentally landed in their lap. So imagine John lives at this house. I'm going to address this newsletter to Brittany. I'm going to say, thank you for signing up for our trial newsletter at $30 a month. And for the next 6 months, you're going to get our market predictions based on our extensive analysis using technical indicators and fundamentals and our proprietary methods that give us the ability to have a very high likelihood of knowing exactly what the market is going to do in the next month. And so I'm going to give you some technical explanations, a little bit of complex jargon to make you think I'm really smart and you don't know what I'm doing, but you just got this letter and you know, number one, it wasn't meant for you. It was meant for somebody else that paid for it and they just accidentally happened to put in the wrong address. Now, since this address is your address but the person doesn't exist, you as the recipient, you're not actually going to be able to track down the real owner, and so you're just going to either look at this, throw it away, or you're going to think, hey, I stumbled upon some good luck here, so I'll take a look at it and see if there's any merit to this. Now, the secret that John is not aware of is that I have split my 200,000 addresses into two groups. He's in group A. There's also a group B. To John's group, I'm telling them this month the market is going to go up. But to my group B, I'm saying this month the market is going to go down, so you better short the market. Me as a scammer, I have no idea and I could care less what actually happens to the market, whether it goes up or whether it goes down. I've got 200,000 addresses. I'm mailing out 200,000 newsletters. To one group, I'm saying market's going to go up. The other group, I'm saying market's going to go down. Now, at the end of the month, the market is either going to end up or it's going to end down. One of the two is going to be true. This means that one of my groups will have received a newsletter that turned out to not be true. So me as a scammer, what am I going to do? I'm going to delete those addresses. I'm never going to send a newsletter to them again. Now I'm going to go to the 100,000. Let's say I told them the market was going to go up and the market really went up. I'm going to take those. I'm going to split the group up into another two groups. I'm going to repeat the process. To one group, I'm going to say this month the market's going to go up. The other group, this month the market's going to go down. 50,000 in each now because it's half of before. Now, again, Whichever one was right, I'll keep. The one that I was sending the wrong information to, I'll delete them. I'm going to perform this for 6 months because remember, if you go back to the start of the program in my initial newsletter, I said, hey, you signed up for a trial. It cost you this much amount of money, and I'm going to send you my predictions for the next 6 months. That means that by the end of the 6 months, there are 6,250 people who have received an accurate prediction about what the stock market is going to do every single month. Just by the law of numbers. I started off with 200,000. I split it up half and half and I said up or down. The one that was right, split that one up. Now I've got 100,000 total. Up or down, the one that was right, 50,000, then 25,000, 12,500, then 6,250. Now, I know not all those people have been reading the newsletter, and that's the point. I'm trying to weed out all the people who are not gullible, and anybody who is interested or is gullible together and who is in this end group of 6,250, they are my target. Because now they've seen with their own eyes, they got a newsletter at the beginning of every month that accurately predicted whether the stock market was going to go up or down for 6 months straight, 0 errors. Now they know they're at the end of this 6-month trial period that some non-existent person paid for that they thought they were just getting by accident. Nothing about this has led them to believe that this was a scam. This is a service somebody else paid for, they're accidentally getting, and it works. And so in the final issue, I say, look, you signed up for the trial period. You clearly know our track record now. It's only going to cost you $1,000 to sign up for our full service. And we're going to teach you everything we know. We're going to teach you the exact methods that we use to be able to predict whether the stock market will go up or down over a given time frame. You can apply these methods to the stock market or any individual stock. And we're even going to start you off with some trade recommendations where you'll get a list of stocks that are our prime picks during your training course. You know our track record, you know it works, and with these tools in your hands, you're going to be able to make far more than $1,000. Isn't $1,000 to make untold amounts of money going forward worth it to invest in your future? Now, if even a quarter of these people who have made it through to that final cohort that was getting the correct predictions all along, even if a quarter of them sign up, this scammer's still making over $1 million off of them. And he can still even give them a real training for that. It's not like he's stealing their money. He's going to give them some sort of video training that's going to go over some general technical analysis, how to spot patterns in charts, just some basic information, take 1 or 2 hours to go over a video, basic information that they'd be able to find out for themselves on Investopedia. So this way he's still offering them a real product and they think still towards the end that they're getting something that's going to be able to make them rich quick. Now you can see here how this would be pretty convincing if you got some sort of an email or a newsletter that every single month was correct about the direction that something will be going. So this is just one example of how scammers or fake gurus will be able to trick you into separating you from your money while at the same time it looks like they're offering something that is foolproof. There's no such thing as a free lunch. A fool and his money are easily separated. And if there really was a foolproof system to be able to know exactly what was going to happen in the stock market, they'd be opening up a fund, trading it on an institutional level, growing it to the point where they would arbitrage away the opportunity. So especially in these times when the markets are going crazy and I know people are looking for ways to make extra money on the side, maybe times are tough from the coronavirus, maybe markets look extremely volatile and you're just looking for a safe thing to do with your money that's going to make you some money without putting you at too much risk, beware. There are a lot of scammers out there. There are a lot of fake gurus who are offering programs whose only design are to make them rich and won't work for you. As always, I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted whenever there's a new video. You guys are the best. Have a great day.